Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, go.
Salute, squad.
Ladies, gentlemen.
Salute, squad. Welcome back to another episode of Fly High Productions with Mr. Follow Up. So check this out. I went in well, I didn't go in on them. I just reported on it. That's all I do. I reported on the King Yellow situation, right? So I was scrolling, and I scrolled across King Yellow. Man, I gotta salute King Yellow, man. He did some stand up, man. He straight manned up and admitted his wrong and apologized for it. Uh, man, and he apologized to his supporters, the ones that he felt like that he may have let down. I think that was big of my man. To even acknowledge it, you know what I mean, and not just keep on scrolling right past it like it didn't happen. Uh, but before we get off into all that, I'm gonna bring us up to speed because we got the footage to the 1090 Jake situation that he put down. On King Yellow. Shout out to 1090 Jake. That's where we gonna get the footage from. Just to bring us up to speed. Now, this the report that he put out there that had everybody in the uproar. Now, the big thing about it was that King Yellow was making a lot of statements. He first went in about the Lil Durk situation and him snitching. Then he went on to make a rap song about it, snitching, and named a few people, like 3 other people in the song. Now, right after that, 1090 Jake come out uh, with this info here. We're going to run it and see what's to it. Fly High Production with Mr. Follow Up. Hit the like button.
Take shots at 6ix9ine, Gunna, and Boston Richie. In his lyrics, he'd speak on rappers folding in the interrogation room, and in his motion to suppress, King Yellow would try to get his statements in the interrogation room thrown out. Back in February of 2018, Las Vegas PD pulled over a silver Infiniti for parking in a handicapped spot. Officers would identify the driver as Simone Lewis, who's more commonly known as King Yellow. Fidgety and non-compliant with verbal commands. Officers would eventually get Yella to exit the vehicle as officers placed him in handcuffs. A records check would show Yella was not only a convicted felon, but failed to register as a felon within 48 hours. An officer would conduct a pat-down search, and Yella would claim the officer felt his dick when the officer pulled a .380 Ruger from Yella's pants. The small 6-shot gun was loaded with 4 rounds of ammunition. King Yella would then be arrested and charged with being a convicted felon and failing to register, carrying a concealed weapon without a permit, possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, and parking in a handicapped space. King Yella would be transported to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Central Intelligence Unit, where he agreed to give a voluntary statement. The tape-recorded interview would start with Detective Brigandy telling King Yella, "Alright, because they got you in cuffs, man, you're not free to leave, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in a court of law. You understand your rights?" King Yella would reply with, The detective would reintroduce himself saying he works in the intelligence section and used to work in gang investigations. They'd ask Yella about his arrest, how long he's been in Vegas, and where he's originally from. Asked if he's a rapper, Yella would again reply with, Eventually the detective would say, "And what's up? You a gangster disciple, correct?" Yella would answer, "Well, I don't really gangbang, but if that's what you know what I'm saying?" Yella would confirm he was born into the gangster disciples in the south side of Chicago and then speak on his criminal history. The detective would briefly bring up a redacted incident involving Planet Hollywood before telling Yella he's a high-profile guy. The detective would ask Yella about an open feud on the internet between him and a person whose name was redacted from the paperwork. Yella would confirm they had a feud, but say it isn't beef. When asked what it was about, King Yella would say Cardi B, and that his boy Tommy G's from New York used to fuck her. It would now become clear they were talking about Yella's feud with Offset. At this point, Yella was given a damn Cam Capone interview to the intelligence detective, when the detective stated the concern was over if Cardi and Offset visit Vegas to perform, would there be an issue with King Yella? Yella would say, "I don't know, I'm not on that with them."
LegalZoom makes it simple to start an LLC in 3 easy steps.
We ain't gonna
Your
watch
business
both of
dreams
them
are
now.
as close.
Know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what they might be on or how they feel. But this is how the detective got King Yella. He'd ask if the Migos were from Atlanta, which they both knew the answer to, before asking Yella if Offset was GD, to which Yella replied, yeah. Now, why he would confirm to an intelligence detective that another rapper is a gang member is beyond me. And people can try and claim the police already knew, but that doesn't matter. When it comes to the courts, gang members are further identified by so-called gang experts, how we saw in the YNW Melly case, or gang members turned rat. But this wouldn't be the only rapper/gang member Yella spoke on in his voluntary statement. When asked why he was rolling with a gun, Yella would claim because he's high profile and to protect himself. When asked where he got it, he'd give a name that was redacted before saying Kayla and confirming Kayla bought it. He'd claim he forgot the name of the gun store and that it was a .380 Ruger. The detective would confirm they separated, but she's pregnant with this kid. So Yella admitted to getting the gun off his own baby mama, naming her as the one who bought it, which could have resulted in her being charged with a straw purchase or illegally buying a gun for a convicted felon. And remember, this is a voluntary statement. Yella had the right to remain silent the entire fucking time. Seeing how willing Yella is to speak, the detective would say, "What's up with the other dude from Chicago, Breezy? He's a black disciple?" And Yella would say, "Yeah, he's in jail." The detective would then ask about the incident in which King Yella and Billionaire Black approached 600 Breezy in the mall. Much of what was said was redacted, but Yella claims that video would have been a motherfucker got beat up, then saying he was cool, he had no problem with him, and they were grown about it. But once again, Yellow would confirm to an intelligence detective that not only is he a GD and Offset's a GD, but 600 Breezy's a BD. Adam 22 would ask Breezy how he feels after learning Yellow was speaking about him to detectives.
I'm trying to ask Offset and 600 Breezy how they feel about getting identified as members by a rapper. How do we feel about that?
He basically is incriminating me, saying that I am a bad individual to the community, and I'm just a rapper, man. You know,
There's a lot of types of members.
I don't know what Simone is talking about.
Okay. Nah. Your boy Yella just recently responded. Well, not necessarily responded, but he did. He responded to the allegations, should I say? Not necessarily to this video, but this where all the allegations came from. So let's see here. And to me, I'm gonna say he manned up because it's easy to run and tuck your tail and hide. You know what I mean? But to come out and because we always want to look like we on top. We always want to look like we got it, and we don't never fumble. And like I say, man, I had to speak on it because 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna see a lot of people speaking on this, sir. Just on the strength that it's something positive, But if it was more allegations thrown on top of what 1090 Jake had already said, then we probably be going viral with it. But anyway, like I say, hold up. Make sure I'm sharing the audio. But yeah, like I say, King Yellow manned up. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it and y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, is this enough for what he done? For all the names he mentioned? The only problem I got with this is the fact that all the diss song that he made. You know what I mean? You got to be on one side of the track or the other. But if you're gonna criticize people like this, at least stand up for your wrongdoing. But why not just keep your mouth shut? Why even bring this on yourself? 1090 probably ran across your videos and was like, man, he talking about other people snitching. Let me dig up his paperwork. There we go again with that paperwork. I ain't digging up nobody's paperwork. If the paperwork come out, I might report on it though. Let's see what King Yella had to say to the
Make
accusation.
sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, King Yella from Ada Block 073. Y'all know what's going on. Gang. Yo, I ain't finna keep talking about this. But what I'm gonna do as a man, as a grown man, as a changed man, as a better person, I'ma apologize to my supporters, to my people, you know what I'm saying, that feel that I let them down, you know what I'm saying. I stand on a lot of business and I stand for a lot of things. Do I feel that I told? No, I don't. Do I feel that I maybe said too much that I could've, if I could take it back and say things differently? Yes, I would. I never got nobody sent to prison. I never got nobody convicted. I never got nobody. My intentions wasn't to harm nobody. I'm the only one been to prison. But at the end of the day, I admit my wrongs. If y'all feel how y'all feel about me, I'm sorry. I can't do nothing about that. We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not nobody special. I'm just, King Yella. But at the end of the day, I don't feel deep in my heart that I was trying to throw nobody under the bus. I didn't look at it like that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna take what they take and make it look how it look. But at the end of the day, gang, y'all know people out here really telling and getting people's life took away. Like I said, I admit my wrongs for.
If we gonna admit our wrongs, let's admit our wrongs, man. Let's say what it is. We can't halfway tell the truth. We gotta put it all out there. You know what I mean? You can't apologize for something that you didn't do. Let's start there. Cause you saying that you don't believe that you did nothing wrong, but then you turning around and you apologizing for something that you allegedly done wrong. If you done wrong, man, stand on it. You done came this far. Don't fall back now.
I could have closed my mouth. I could have, but at the end of the day, they was questioning me. Yella, if you run into so and so, is you gonna get them? Is you gonna hurt them? Is you gonna do this? Is you gonna do that? And I'm not looking at it like that, not thinking like, you know what I'm saying? The conversation going, but they be slick or whatever. And I was just going. Like at the end of the day, I was I could have said you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think, okay, yeah, I said he a gang member or he GD or he BD, like I was gonna, you know what I'm saying, like that was gonna get them locked up. I never saw nobody get locked up for just being from a gang, you know what I'm saying? But I admit, yeah, that I never brought Dirk name up. I never brought nobody name up. I said Snap Dog. I admit that, you know what I'm saying? I apologize, gang. Like it wasn't no intentions to. I'm trying to get these guys locked up. Like once it start flowing, that's why you don't.
Hey, yo, Yella. One of the biggest Ricos that went down in the history come out of your home state. Matter of fact, the Rico started in your home state. It might not have been the games that y'all yelling about right now, but you know about them games that was down there before all these games jumped off. So yeah, do your homework on the Rico and what it consists of. You know, they was all labeled as gang members. So, and they got locked up. So, and that's just, I'm just, that's to that comment or that statement that you just made that you ain't know, you never known anybody to get locked up for being in a gang. Do your homework. Now you have.
Talk. I done been in an interrogation room when I know I was wrong. I was wrong. So I asked for a lawyer. But in this situation, they violated my rights. They did all type of stuff. I was not wrong. They illegal search and seized my car. They went in my drawers and violated me. So I was seeing. I knew what was going on the internet. So I was trying to see where their brain was at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of that, I spoke too much. That's just what it is. I spoke too much. I wasn't trying to go in there. Yeah, man, they did this. They shot him and woo-doo. I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I apologize, man. I love y'all, man. I've been standing on my business. I'm a changed man. I take care of my kids. I'm not in Chicago gang banging. I didn't get ran from my city. If that's the case, why I've been a prison in Chicago? Why I ain't tell on people in Chicago when I was in Chicago? Why am I come to Las Vegas? All these guys that I said something, even mentioned when they asked me, and I said, yeah, they don't even live in Las Vegas. This happened out here all these years ago. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I admit my wrong. I'm wrong for speaking, point blank period. But at the end of the day, it wasn't my intentions, and I apologize as a man. I apologize as a man, and that's just what it is. I love y'all. Hopefully y'all still stand behind me, my real supporters, you know what I'm saying? If not, then, you know, it is what it is. But hey, listen, I admit my wrongs. I shouldn't spoke. I shouldn't even held the conversation with them when I know better. I know better. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff that I do too, I can't speak on nothing unless I learn from my mistakes. So I teach y'all, a lot of people, not to open their mouth, not to do it. So y'all won't make mistakes like Yella did. I made mistakes in my life. I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all, but hey, I'm sorry, man. If y'all hate me, just hate me. If y'all love me, man. That's all I gotta say. That's right.
Salute, Yellow. You know what, man? I accept your apology. Shit, me accepting it may not be much. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I'm one of your supporters either. Uh, I ain't got that deep off into the catalog yet, but I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check you out. Uh, but for right now, man, I want to say this. Salute to you, bro, because it's something you ain't. That's something you ain't have to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's probably a good thing that you did it for your supporters. You know what I mean? Because them your supporters. That's where you know. That's where you getting your bread buttered at. And as an artist, your fans look to you to address certain situations. And now that you done addressed this, man, it's water under the bridge now. You done admitted to it. What more can they say? You know what I'm saying? Like, you done killed them with the ammunition. Salute to you, bro. This been Fly High Productions with Mr. Follow Up. We gonna get on out of here.